Amazing. Welcome everyone. Here I am with the beautiful Denise Graham from Embody the Herd. And I've been very blessed to meet Denise. How long ago? A couple of years ago? 18 months? 1 year? We don't know. Anyway, a while back. And be introduced to her work with horses, with Nature School. And Denise has joined Soul Seed and been one of my beautiful clients as well. So it's been such a blessing and a privilege to get to know you, Denise, and then to really start to uncover who is this amazing woman who turns out to have this encyclopedia book of incredible knowledge and ancient wisdom, no doubt, around horses, around our primal animal nature as humans. And recently, we've uncovered this amazing revolution, this movement that you are here to lead. And so I've invited you on today because you really embody so beautifully something that a lot of us struggle with, and it is courage. The courage to move with fear, right? Because a lot of us will wait until we feel safe before we take the steps. And so obviously we've been talking about this a lot in the Tall Poppy Challenge over the last few days, and I wanted to invite you on as a living, breathing example of exactly what I was talking about. So welcome, beautiful soul. It's so nice to have you here. What I'd like
You.
to start with is I'd be really interested for you to share with everybody what drew you into my world and why you said yes to Soul Seed.
Okay. So it all started with frequency shift. I wanted to start the year off with a bang and really shift into my next level of what my business was going to be. And then so I worked with Deb, a little bit with frequency shift, got to know you, and then I won one of your scholarships, and we had a soul seed call, introduction call, and I was like, this is how I want to be supported in my business going forward. It was just so beautiful to feel like I was held, feel like you got me, you saw me, you heard me, you could see all the parts of me that I was sort of like hiding and helped me drew it out. And I felt, really safe to like uncover and share them and know that they would be, they would be understood and seen. Yeah,
Amazing.
I think
And if I
that sums it
remember
up.
correctly, like I still remember that call, like it's funny, I was reading something this morning, everyone's like, I don't want to do sales calls anymore. And I was like, well, I don't really do sales calls. I don't have a script. I don't have a template. It's like sometimes people enroll without them. And sometimes, you need to have a chat and see if, like you say, that person actually really gets you and sees you. And I remember the flow of it was so easy. And we kind of dropped into like a visualization and meditation. It was kind of like just channeled. And I could, see, like after you had spoken, I could taste your vision, and it felt so much bigger than maybe the words that you'd written down in whatever communications we'd had before. So, and that's really been the journey with you that's been so amazing. So, and I notice this a lot, I'm going to say, with people that come into my world and they're just like, this is what I do. And they'll list off either their current business model or their modalities, or sometimes they don't even tell me half of their modalities, and then they turn out to be like, it was like, oh, actually, I've done Reiki and I've done this amazing, sacred geometry template work, and I'm actually qualified as a Nia dance instructor. And I was just like, whoa. We were just talking about a nature school, and it turns out there's this amazing woman. And then I know you yourself go out and do incredible grid working missions and go on retreats and, super powerful light leader. So the alignment is always there, right? Whether we even acknowledge it or not. So I really would like to talk into that a bit more about the expansion of your idea, because I know that this is one of my gifts, is that I can see that you're currently doing this and that's in your comfort zone. You're doing that really well, but the potential is like, and there's a timing to that for a lot of people. People can get really, I sometimes get freaked out by my own mission and just go, oh. So it's been this beautiful unraveling, but lately it feels like you've really stepped into this, like, I don't know, lioness energy of like, this is it. This is the mission. So do you want to share with everyone like what you were doing in business, maybe a tiny bit about your background actually, and why you started your business, and now how that's unraveling into this real revolution that you are having the courage to say yes to?
Yes. Where do I start? Um, I think most relevant, I was a teacher and was working in the school system, the Main Street education system. I'd done horses before, and the mandates happened, and I was really had a choice of like my sovereign being, what I believed is right and true for me, and continuing with a job that I thought was my dream career, sort of thing that I invested so many years in. So that was really I guess, the ignition of, do I say yes or do I say no? And yes to myself and my own inner knowing. And yeah, what I believed in was for my body sovereignty. So I said no to the job, to the school system, and left. And then that sort of inspired my nature school. So when I joined when I joined Soul Seed, it was like I had my nature school, and I was sort of like wanting to get into more women empowerment and in embodiment. I'm all about embodiment, because that's the only way. The body is our home. It's how we navigate in the world. It's how we find our own inner knowing. And yeah, that's where the bravery, that's where the courage comes from. That's and that's what I want our children to know
Mm.
too. It's that, when we can know ourselves so deeply, then nothing can touch us. We're in full sovereignty. We're in full ability to express ourselves and our gifts and all of that. So I was sort of doing a bit of like equine assisted therapy and doing nature school, and yeah, wanting to move into embodiment, empowerment for women. And yeah, and then it sort of got a little bit bigger.
Snowballed.
Snowballed. Yeah, I was like, I sort
In
of
the
think
best way possible.
yeah. And there's like spirit was like, you've got to do this now. And I was like, holy fuck, I don't know if I'm ready, but it's like, yeah, and that
What is ready? How do we
yeah.
get ready, right?
And
This is the piece, isn't it? And this is why,
yeah,
like, you already embody, if you look at what you've just shared there, we haven't even got to the revolution yet, but it's like you already have had the courage to do what so many people have not, which is to walk away from the safety, the security, and a huge part of our identity is wrapped up in our jobs and our careers, right? And the system, and to
yeah,
step away, like, yeah. Woohoo! Courage.
yeah.
Courage goes on, right? And courage, again, just for everybody that's listening, because we can't say it enough, is not moving in the absence of fear. It's moving with it, right? Are you scared every day, Denise?
So fucking all the time.
Yes, we
Holy
just
shit.
normalize this. Courageous people are scared every day,
Yeah,
right? They're just
yeah,
choosing to do that. And I think the medicine that you bring, and so many other people that are coming closer into my world right now, is the embodiment piece, right? It's the coming home to our physical human, and knowing that we can feel safe anywhere we are, no matter what is going on. When we know who the fuck we are and what is a yes and what is a no, kind of just gives you this beautiful, I don't like to use the word safety because that's one of those ones that trips people up, but it is, right? It's like I'm safe right here, right
yeah,
now, in this present moment. Okay, so how has this now escalated? So we've got your nature school running,
yeah.
and you're thinking, oh, I might like to dip my toes into women's empowerment. Ooh. And
So,
then,
and then, and then the word untamed came to me, and I was like, oh, what is this? And then, yeah, explored deeper, went bigger, and it's untamed leadership, and it's really, empowering teachers to lead with the courage of their heart, to be able to, know who they are so that they can say what they need to say, show up as they need to show up as, and break the chains of slavery that's in the education system. I mean, that's what I'm really here for is, yeah, the chains of the codes of slavery that is in the school system, the architecture that's the system has created that keeps our children, well, not so much our children enslaved because we've got some amazing
Pretty
children
fucking
that are,
sovereign, aren't they? I don't think they're okay, to be honest, from what I've seen
yeah,
lately. But yeah.
yeah, yeah. And our teachers, like, I know when I was in the system, I could see, yeah, I could see so many of our teachers, like, I can see your heart, and yet you're so trapped by the standards of professionalism, by, your own triggers, by the pressure that's on, by the lack of trust that's in the system.
Mm.
And yeah, the dream just was like, when I got into teaching, this is what I wanted. And now it's sort of like I had to leave the system to yeah,
Oh,
to have
and I
this
just
new drop in.
really, really, I'm so passionate about helping you with this because nearly all of my t friends from like, coffee group and growing up kids together are teachers. I had this realization the other day. I was like, we go out for dinner and I sit there silent most of the time. And I realized I'm the only one that's not a teacher, but I was going to be a teacher. I was enrolled in Teachers Training College. So how about that? And it's not, and now I do teach, but in a different way, where I've found a different architecture for it, like you say, because it's, the teachers themselves that I meet, most of them are just like, they're such passionate people. They give and they give and they give and they give. And there's so much fucking burnout. And, look at what was going on here in New Zealand this year earlier with the pays and all of the, having to protest like all year long, voices not being heard. And this is the real problem, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like yeah, they almost feel to me like the bridge, like the teachers, those, it's sometimes like the ones that feel the most powerless actually hold all the
yeah,
power.
yeah,
Don't they really?
yeah,
So this is so exciting. And so I guess it's that piece that empowerment starts with at the individual level,
yeah,
and then you've got opportunities for people to start exploring these concepts, right? The
yeah,
power that they have within themselves, and taking that, how they can take that back within their
yeah,
emotional body, within their embodiment, feeling safe where they are, blah, 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 blah. And then, not blah, 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 but God, this will talk for hours and we've only got 30 minutes. And then where do you see it going from there?
yeah. So individual teachers, principals, the whole system. So I really see once, um, yeah, once teachers come on board and take their power, claim themselves, claim their own inner knowing that they know who they are and they know that they are, yeah, they are. I think one of the things that I really struggled with in the school system is like my heart knows this, but I'm being told I have to do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Methodology, and it's in the box, and it's the rigidity, and it's the
yeah,
rules, and it's the, trying to stuff all the square pegs
yeah,
into the round holes and tick all the
yeah,
boxes to say we did it, but did it actually even make a difference? And all of that kind of stuff that you're
yeah,
talking about that needs to
yeah,
really be rewoven. Hey, so
yeah,
this is just really exciting for our kids. It's
yeah,
exciting possibility for the
yeah.
future. Now, Denise, tell us what absolutely terrifies you about this.
Oh, everything.
Yeah.
It's the stepping back into the system in a new way. It's showing up because this is so close to my heart, because like this is such a huge dream to like revolutionize the education system. So it's not a system anymore. It's not the matrix. It is an ecosystem that nourishes every single every single body, every single human that steps into it. And yeah, so that there's no, yeah, everybody comes out fully sovereign, fully awakened, has all their gifts, has all their, like, everything that they need to be the human that they are.
Mm.
um
And if we could
so
name
taking
some
that
of, yes, sorry, go.
into it into a system that has systematically crushed everything is terrifying. And there's definitely a piece of like myself and like talking about the witch wound and all the lives that I've lived where I've been a leader and I've spoken for what's right and been annihilated,
Mm.
and the betrayal that even the betrayal that I felt in the system as well, from you know from I was the only person in my school to say no to the mandates and leave. And that in it process itself was huge. So I think that's the being visible in my absolute mission that I'm here to do, and that I've got such a big mission to do, and really claiming that. It's like, oh my gosh, like saying I'm here to like break the chains of slavery in the education system is a bit fucking terrifying, but it's also
Just said it.
exciting.
It's gonna get
Yeah.
easier each time, right? And this is
Yeah.
it, eh? Like we are here to trigger people in a good
Yeah.
way because we need things to change, right? Not everybody's gonna jump on board, and that's okay. But yeah, how have I know, like if you could share with people, how have the quantum light sessions that we've been doing together in our one-to-one work supported you with that? You've talked about other lives where this has happened
Yeah.
to you before. So what are the shifts that you're noticing, or how can you help people understand how Soul Seed, I guess, has helped you go from like, I want to expand my nature school, maybe do some women's empowerment coaching, to I'm here to break the chains of slavery in the education system.
Whew. That's another sensation when you say it. Hearing it back.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, the sessions have really been such a deep support in having, I guess, having someone at my back. I've done a lot of this work by myself and gone into past lives of myself, but it's so much easier. Like easier. It's easy is not quite the right word, but it's just so much more supported to my nervous system. It's so much more um holding, and the sessions that we've had has really helped, I guess, leapfrog me into where I need to be. Um, because you see you see where I can't see. You see all my blind spots, and you gently call them out, and we go there and we um transform them. Really, for me, it is all about like holding and bringing all those parts of me, either letting them go and letting them die and be dead, or and bringing them back to my heart. And I
mm,
think that's been a huge piece, is bringing my teacher back into my heart.
yeah.
So I know that, yeah, she's
Amazing. That's it, right? Because we want to come back in into space from a place where you're feeling resolved with
yeah,
the traumas of the past. Let's call it what it is.
yeah,
Some people get a bit like, oh, the trauma. It's a trauma to be the only person that left school. It's a trauma to
yeah,
leave your job and choose your health over your income and all of these things. So it's amazing watching you rise in your courage and your leadership and your embodiment and in your voice. Like those are the big pieces, right? On the side of that, of course, we're doing business strategy and
yeah,
mapping out programs and launches and structures for future frameworks for education that people can come and learn from you as well. So, what a beautiful and exciting legacy of light for you to create. Whether or not the system changes in this lifetime, it will. It already is. It already is, isn't it? How incredible. So, what else can we? Is there anything else we need to expand on for you? Well, how would you describe soul seed for anyone that's like, what actually is this? I like other people because I use the same words over and over. So I might hand it over to you. How would you describe our soul seed mystic mind Um, you know, I don't even like, it's not a business program anymore. It's multidimensional. We're obviously bringing back creative alchemy next year, which I think you'll love as an embodiment person. You understand the power of doing the work in and through the body, bypassing the stories and the words, you know, more in person, because how cool is it when we get together? Like you and I got to hang out the other day at Denise's properly and lie in the grass and receive the horse wisdom and practice 5D Reiki in the paddock. And oh my God, freaking epic. Yeah. How would you describe it in your own words for someone that's like, what is it? What are you guys talking
Yeah.
about?
I think soul seed is just like such a multi-dimensional container that if you are if you are desiring change, you're desiring more in your life, step in because you get all of the things that you need um, from business strategy, embodiment, um, like sisterhood support, and that's really huge. Is just having this beautiful group of women that are all completely different, which is awesome because I never get to hang out with like different women in different spaces and receive their medicine. So that's really special as well. And yeah, it's just this huge multi-dimensional container where there is literally everything that you need. And if it's not there, it's been created.
Yeah, we're always creating. It's like, what do you
Yeah,
need? Sure, I'll make that.
yeah,
We'll launch that. Come play.
yeah,
We'll do that.
yeah. So
Amazing.
it's just such a beautiful container of support for body, soul, business, all of the things,
Yeah.
all of the
The
things.
voice is the voice and
Yeah.
visibility here. So buckle up.
Yeah.
Buckle up, Janice. Oh, I'm so excited. And recently you made a very bold choice, if we're hopefully allowed to say this, to go to the next level and then go all in on yourself and go VIP. So how has that shifted
Ah,
you and how you feel about your mission?
I should say it's made me more serious, but in the best possible way. It's like shit's got real. It's like
Yes,
I
it's
am
for
believing
real.
in, yeah, I'm believing in myself. I believe in myself. I believe in my mission so fucking much that this is the year that I'm not letting anything get in my way of doing what I want to do. And yeah, I I have the best person that will support me
Oh.
through it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. I couldn't have said it better myself, and I wouldn't have said it probably to that level either. So, thank you so, so much for coming on here and sharing your voice, your experience, your mission, your movement, and your courage with us here today. So, I really want to celebrate you and all that you are creating and all that you be already and all that you have created. You are an inspiration to me, and yeah, so excited for the year ahead. So thank you, beautiful soul.
Thank you.